have a prayer today. Last year this time, we had a different March Madness. It was the beginning of coronavirus. Now we can go a little bit to normalcy. It's the March Madness with basketball. So I have a prayer about a basketball player. God, thank you for this game I love and for the strength to play it. I need my coaches, teammates, and opponents, all through I may not say it. Please keep me safe from injury as on the court I go. Give me grace in defeat and victory, your matchless love to show. Bless all who helped invest in me, whose wisdom helped me grow. I know it's just a game, dear Lord, but how I love it so. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So today's financials include a supplemental from the Commissioner's Office into various general fund payroll accounts for approved wage scale adjustments. There's a cash transfer from the general fund to the Board of DD for gas well proceeds from October through December of last year. Among the encumbrances are a then and now from aging to Ravenwood Center for shared utility expenses from 2020 that were not invoiced and the encumbrance was canceled, and a travel from engineer's office to attend the 2021 Ohio Stormwater Conference. Among the vouchers are $116,854.85 from Then Design for pay request number 5 for architectural services related to the new office building, and $250,000 from Water Resources to Trax Construction Company for pay request number 4 for the Chardon Township wastewater treatment plant and sewer project.
I'll make the motion.
Second?
Aye.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Okay. Engineers.
Jerry.
Morning.
How you doing?
Item 2 on the agenda is requesting the board award the bid to Grade Line Incorporated for the replacement of the Taylor Wells Road Bridge in Clarendon Township in the amount of $118,024, as they represented the lowest and best bid.
So moved.
Second?
Aye.
Yes.
Item 3 on the agenda is requesting the board award the bid to Roniak Paving for the asphalt resurfacing of Auburn Road, CH4 sections F and H and Bell Street, CH10 section E, and Auburn and Newberry Townships in the amount of $731,830, as they represented the lowest and best bid.
So moved.
Second?
Aye.
Yes.
Item 4 on the agenda is requesting the board award the bid to Roniak Paving for the shoulder widening and asphalt resurfacing of Nauvoo Road, CH41 section A in Middlefield Township in the amount of $457,100, as they represented the lowest and best bid.
So moved.
Second?
Aye.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. How are
Good morning,
you?
Nick. Morning, Frank.
Frank, how are you?
Feel welcome. Thank you for having us today. This is kind of an odd one.
Oh,
So those of us who are a little nerdy in this thing find it interesting. I think Jerry and I talked about this a week or so ago and both agreed we never experienced one like that. Nick is a surveyor here and he's never done an extinguishment or abandonment either, but basically Bainbridge Township sort of took the lead on this. We're working with the homeowner on some drainage issues, and then someone sort of accidentally stumbled across this historic easement that we found that is 40 years old, has never been used by the county, and conveniently had an out clause in there that just sort of says if you don't want this anymore and there's no use for it, you can remove it. So that's what we're asking for. The township has already done this on their end, and the homeowner's amenable to it and likes the idea of not having an encumbrance on his record here.
so what was the easement for, Frank?
So we're not completely sure, but just some sort of a general allowing the county to handle drainage issues on the individual's property, but we're not sure how it even affected Merwood, which is a township road. We actually don't know in the history why it was even executed in the first place. And at no point in the last 40 years do we have any records of the county ever performing any maintenance on a township road, obviously, which would make sense anyway. It's a very odd one. We're not even sure.
And what year was this made?
1980.
Okay.
And Bainbridge, at one point, because it is a township road, had gone on the property maybe once or twice over the past 40 years. So it would be their responsibility anyway, to handle any of those drainage issues. But they've already discussed it with the homeowner, and they've already removed any of their own easement responsibilities there as well. So we're just hoping to do the same thing. It's not the engineer's easement, it's the commissioner's easement, and we're simply making the argument that there's no use for the county to hold an easement on this individual's private property.
This really cleans it up, really.
It cleans up the record completely, yes.
Yeah, I'll make that motion then.
I second.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay.
Jerry, thank you for facilitating this.
Morning.
Morning, Dave.
How you doing, Mr. Dave?
I'm doing well. And you?
Good, good, good.
Good.
Sunshine, so it's good.
Absolutely. It's a blessing. As you know, as we progress with our grant work, from time to time, we have to draw down funds from the state. And in order to do that, we have to periodically update our grant contact forms with the state. And that's what our request is today, to ask the board to authorize us to authorize our new updated contract form due to the recent personnel changes in the department.
Make that motion.
I second.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Okay, great, thanks.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Have a good day.
Maintenance.
Morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Beat you.
You got that guilty look in your eye.
Oh, in the eye? This is for the electric, for our county buildings. We go with CCAO, they go out and bid and everything. They're gonna go out in the next couple of weeks. They do the bidding and then we sign the contract right then and there.
Mhm.
So either myself or Jerry, whoever you want to be able to sit right then and there and sign it. So as, I think you were there at that last meeting of what they all do and everything.
Yep.
And go out of the way, so,
It's a 3-year agreement.
yes, sir.
So you want a motion on this? I'll make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes. Nice tie, by the way. Nice purple, bright.
I think my coworkers set me up, they keep yelling at me how I don't put a tie on when I come here. And I notice that I'm the only one wearing a tie, basically, out of my coworkers in here, so I think I was set up today, so.
Okay.
See you later.
All right, y'all have a good day.
Yeah.
Morning.
How are you?
Morning, Kathleen.
All right, we have a couple items.
Pick two.
Pick two. Okay, well, I'll put two together then, how about that? The Department of Water Resources is requesting the board approve and execute the service contract with PVS Mini Bulk Incorporated to perform chemical delivery of ferric chloride to the Auburn Corners, Troy Oaks location for a 2-year period of 2021 to 2022 in the amount not to exceed $45,000. It's $21,000 for 2021 and $24,000 for 2022.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Next one is Water Resources requesting the board approve, execute, and initial the service contract with BAMF Welding and Fabricating LLC to perform welding and fabricating service at various locations within the department for a 3-year period, 2021, 2022, and 2023, in the amount not to exceed $30,000, and it's $10,000 per year.
Make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
And finally, we're requesting the board approve and authorize the president of the board to execute the Ohio Public Works Commission's Appendix E disbursement request form and certification number 6 for the Auburn Corners wastewater treatment plant expansion and Troy Oaks wastewater treatment plant conversion project in the amount of $119,472.13.
Make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner Spillier.
Aye.
Commissioner McGuire.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Okay, item 11 is payment number 5 on the county office building, an amount a little under 1.2 million. This brings us to just under 4 million for the overall project at this point, $27 million deal. So we got the steel up, we're moving forward, it's looking good out there.
Yeah, I was there this morning, and the bricklayers are there working, building stairwells. A lot of bricklayers and iron workers are there. It's all coming together real nice. So,
Thank you.
motion.
Make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner Spillier.
Aye.
Commissioner DeWolf.
Yes. Okay.
This is the
Wanna read
annual
the
fair
next?
contract for the fair building, for the Bell Building, during to be used for promotion of Geauga County during the fair. They're planning to proceed with a full fair this year, so I'm going to sign the contract before the end of the year, or the end of March.
Motion, please.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner Spillier.
Aye.
Commissioner DeWolf.
Yes. Department of Job and Family Services.
I don't know what we're gonna do with them.
No, no, right?
Trying to make him feel better to wear a tie for a little bit.
Good morning.
everyone.
Morning.
So we're here for a couple of things. Well, Gina's here for the more important one. But we're here for our annual request to have the county recognize April 2021 as Child Abuse Prevention Month. We have a resolution which you guys typically approve and sign and read every year. So we'd ask you to move forward with that. And then I know Gina has a couple of just updates and statistics to share with you.
Okay.
If you're good with us going forward with that.
Yes.
So, I won't spend too long. I know usually we have, like our kickoff reception and all of that. Obviously, again, this year we won't be doing that. We are still going to have pinwheels at the corner of 44 and Mayfield at Junction. They are once again sponsoring, are supporting us and letting us have the pinwheels there, and then doing the $50 for every car that they sell. They donate to us to use for the families and seniors we work with. Our number is lower this year just with the pandemic. So we have 404 pinwheels this year compared to closer to almost 600 last year. So the numbers did go down a lot, especially at the beginning of 2020. They are back up, slowly going back up, definitely not where we were. And but what I will say is that even though the numbers are down, the families that we're working with and the cases that we're seeing, they're very complicated cases, a lot more dynamics to them than I think we've had in the past. And so everyone is still working really hard and doing what they can to support and keep the kids and families safe in Geauga.
So each pinwheel represents,
Each pinwheel represents a screened-in case that we investigated. So some counties do it differently. Some counties do, like, every single call they've received. We've never done that. I don't think that's a...
Yeah.
What does that really matter?
Right, anyone can
Calls we
call
get.
anyone.
Right, and so ours has always been based on how many investigations we completed. So how many cases we screened in and went out to investigate.
Yeah, there's like families that we've actually touched and sought and looked into the issues that were reported that were concerning enough to us to actually assign a caseworker and a supervisor to go out and assess the situation.
Yeah.
So actual investigations completed.
Yeah. So we have that, and then April 14th, there's always a Wear Blue Day as well, and so April 14th is the Wear Blue Day for this year.
well, with the COVID and that, I mean, are the numbers really true? Because there's so many hidden things
No.
in a lot of people's houses or where their residents are at and everything else. It's just now that things are starting to get back to normal, you're going to start getting...
Yeah, we do think that it will start picking up again. Sorry, not
No,
cut you
no.
off. We do think it will start again, the numbers have started going up from where they were, March was when it all started. But with school going back in, that helped a lot, with people being able to report and see more things going on. I think, again, as people get more comfortable getting back out and, getting back to whatever sense of normal there is, it will increase again. But I think we've done a really good job as far as working closely with the schools. We've met with them, talked with them several times, just about things going on there, still working closely with the other partners in the community. So again, I'm not that I'm happy with the number, but I think that it does go to show that there are still people that are out there concerned and making reports, even through the pandemic.
Yeah, and I think it's been reported as a national concern just in regards to the shutdowns and COVID. And I mean, just think about, we're socially distanced, but when you're socially distanced from a kid, sometimes in going to a virtual setting, you're not going to lay eyes. I mean, when you use your 5 senses to actually lay eyes on a kid versus a laptop or a computer or what have you, we're not seeing our neighbors as much. I mean, we're all being socially distanced. So when you don't have those personal connections and that close-up interaction with children, you're just not going to have, and a lot of our mandated reporters are not actually laying eyes on these kids. So you're just, by virtue of that, you're not going to get the reporting because you just don't have that connection. So, I mean, that's within itself is another, concern, the social isolation and what that's doing to children and families as well. So there's no doubt in my mind, and I think the same with Gina, that we're going to see, as things continue to progress and open up more, we're going to hear more about some of the unfortunate things that may have happened during the pandemic.
Yeah, and like I said, the cases that we have, they are definitely complicated and have lots of different pieces to it. And even if you look at our custody numbers, even though our referral numbers are down, our custody numbers for the end of 2020 were, well, I guess that doesn't, well, no, it does matter because it's 2020, not the beginning of 2020. We're higher than where it was when we started the pandemic. So again, I mean, things are still working. Everyone is, doing a really good job with that. It's just the volume coming in, like Craig said, across all over the place. It's just down.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner Miller?
Aye.
Commissioner Boyle?
Yes.
Thank you guys so much.
No, thank you. Thanks for what you guys do.
Present this to
You'll
you.
see more of me. I'm on the next one.
Oh, yeah, I can.
All right. Thanks, guys.
He wants to, you want to give it to you?
Okay, you want to take a minute to?
Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right,
Take care.
have a great day,
Good job.
everyone. See you later.
Thanks, Gina.
I literally just got her actual application. So when you guys are in executive session, I will pull the
Okay.
date so that I have everything when you come out.
Okay, that's a good enough.
Make a motion, to go into executive
Make that
session.
motion.
Second.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner DeWar?
Yes. Exactly 10 o'clock.
Surprised that there's nobody from the state auditor's office here yet.
But they're not doing it, it's virtual.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep. Back into
That I need.
You're returning at, we have 10:33.
Yep.
There's those. The Department of Job and Family Services requesting the board accept the disciplinary recommendation of the Director of Job and Family Services to suspend Brian Burke, eligibility referral specialist 2, for 8 hours, 1 working day without pay for violation of Section 3 of the John County Job and Family Services Personnel Policy Procedure Manual, and further approve and authorize the board to execute the order of removal, reduction, suspension, involuntary disciplinary separation form per ORC 124.34 for 8 hours, 1 working day.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Spiller?
Aye.
Mr. DeBoer?
Yes.
Okay, and then I have your so once Ralph signs that, then you're good to go. The Commissioner's Office is requesting the Board appoint Kathy Johnson to the Jaga County Board of Mental Health and Recovery Services for the unexpired vacant term ending June 30th, 2022.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Spitaleri?
Okay.
Mr. DeBoer?
Yes.
You want both of these, or?
Yeah, I take both, right? Yeah. It's been a while, so.
Let's not see you for a couple of years, okay?
As long as I have two, I don't need to wait for Tim's, right?
He can't sign it, he's not
Yeah,
here.
you're right, that's all right.
And he's not here until after the 30th anyway, so I
Okay,
don't
yeah.
think you're not waiting for that.
Exactly.
So. That is all I have.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Your motion adjourned.
Jim, I think that on the 6th of April, we have a meeting and we're not gonna have a forum for down there.
April 6th?
6th,
Why?
because I think that, which one was it? Was that, are you going to? Because I'm gonna be here also that, was that the one that?
I'll be here, but I might be the only one here.
Because I think Tim was not gonna be, I know that,
He told me he was gonna be back on the 30th,
okay,
so that's next Tuesday. So the
Okay.
6th is the following week.
okay.
The
Well,
6th is the Tuesday.
Let's
after.
Well, we'll
let's work on
figure it
this.
out for next
Check
week
it,
then.
check it.
So we'll look at it on
Tim
the
will be gone
30th.
next weekend?
Yes.
Next week.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll be here and you'll be here,
Yep.
so that's fine, okay.
Yeah, so we're
Then we
okay
can
for
figure
the
out for the
30th.
6th on April.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, easy enough.
So a motion to adjourn?
Second.
I made that motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Right?
Aye.
All right. And then,
You know what this all is,
okay, you gonna turn that on?
right? Turn it up.